An entrepreneur is typically someone that wants to, quote unquote, save the village, sees a problem in the world, in the society, and goes, I know there's a better way to do this. I can help change the way we do things in this world. It could be an improvement in technology. It could be maybe it's finding a vaccine for the pandemic, the heroes that are going to do that. So it could be all sorts of things, but typically that entrepreneur has a vision. And if you think about it, the word project is projection, like projecting a vision of something out of your mind into the future. So projecting that is you might even say, like, the entrepreneur sometimes is called the visionary. So the person who has the vision of what could be if we did it some different way, or combining things in a different way. So if you think about the word project, it's like a project, like you're creating a project, projecting that into the future. The hero's journey is the journey you need to go on, not necessarily to create that thing, that is what you're going to do, but it's really the challenge around how you have to transform as a human, as a person, your beliefs about yourself, all of that internal stuff, how you have to transform that to meet that vision. So you're projecting a goal for yourself into the future, and then the challenge is going on that journey and finding out who you're going to become to meet that vision. There's two layers to any good story. There's the outer plot, which is the goal. So it might be getting the ring back to the volcano in Lord of the Rings. And there's the inner plot, or the inner transformation, which is the social emotional challenges. So you have the outer plot, which is skills and knowledge challenges. So that's around one's ability to do a goal. It's very action oriented, very external. And then there's the social emotional challenges. So that's a growth of self-awareness. It might be looking at one's limiting self-beliefs and how you're going to transcend them, or break through that barrier of the limit that you think, I could never do this, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I don't know enough, I'm not lovable enough, all of those kinds of beliefs. And one's values. What are the values that are going to take you there? And that leads to wisdom. So you kind of could see these two layers as the goal, which is around skills and knowledge and ability, is very mental type stuff, whereas the inner transformation is matters of the heart, the really internal stuff. So it's both marrying the mind and the heart. So you can meet the goal with new skills, but you'll also develop new wisdom. All starting from this point, reaching out to meet that vision. So if that's the thing that you're moving towards, this is what you're going to have to go through. It's not actually a dead-end cave, it's a tunnel. And there's light at the end of the tunnel. And so you have that dot of light to bring you through. There's some bit of hope. And then the light starts growing, and comes out. And so really, when you look at this yin and yang, this is the journey that is implicit in the cosmos that we're in. It's duality, positive and negative, and the balance and marriage and dance between the two. And that is the nature of life. And that's probably why Joseph Campbell found this pattern of the hero's journey in all mythology and parables in every culture, every time they've not spoken to one another, and emerges like it's in our DNA. It's literally in human DNA that we're made from this. We're made from duality. And so we're wired for it. And so I just thought that was interesting that you can see this in the storytelling, that it's the darkness on the horizon that kicks off the story, but then there's always the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's kind of helpful to know as entrepreneurs as well.